Alright everybody, welcome back. It's been a minute. Finally able to get this going again. Work has been pretty stressful, but we take on our rival in Memphis. Last year, they beat us 26-0. We are looking to try and not only redeem ourselves, but repay the favor holding them scoreless. It would be nice to give them the same treatment that they gave us last year. Still do lead the series 10-8 all time. Let's see if we can start extending that. Barrington Maiden will hand this one off to Duke Clark. He'll get a very good first down run here. Almost 20 yards on the first carry of the game. I'm also considering changing some sliders and upping the quarter length time just to see how things go. Just having a little bit more fun and getting the snap counts up, as a little research shows that there's quite a few more snaps than what I've been getting in the games. Now Maiden drops back, looks over the middle. This is Hawkins for another first down. That's his second catch in the day. They catch us trying to make a substitution. He finds Hawkins again. Memphis has been moving down the field with ease on this drive. They have yet to go back, but here we have the freshman corner, Lamar Fournette, coming up and making a play. Actually, I don't think he's freshman. I think that is the JUCO transfer Lamar Fournette. I gotta make sure I get that correct. But they're coming out, high formation, handing this one off to Clark, and he goes nowhere. That's gonna bring up 4th and goal. They're gonna have to kick a field goal. They would make it and be the first ones on the board. Now things are gonna start to shake up here as it's Ryder Burton here at quarterback. A handoff to James Ingram right up the middle. They're going to give us a first down. Very generous on the spot. Another handoff to Ingram. He goes nowhere. Lucky for that one to be called a no gain play. Now in RPO, we cannot get anything with Iverson Hooks. And I'll explain why he's back on the team at the end of the video, as Ingram's not able to get us a first down, so we go 3 and out. All back to the Memphis offense. Maiden finds his man, but there's Kenny Pete to force the incompletion there. He's been the starting strong safety this season, along with DeAndre Provo. Clark will get them a first down on the catch. Now Maiden going outside. He was looking for his tight end, Luke Lindenmeyer. Not able to get it. A play action to Clark. Finds Lindenmeyer, and he will be just short of a first down. They come out in that goal line formation and just do a QB sneak to get the first. Efficient play here. We nearly get there with the blitz. That's Lamar Fournette on a force pass breakup. An incompletion, excuse me. I'm kind of out of it for a minute. Clark on the carry. Lester Hops. It's been 2 games where he's been making plays, and now we're able to call his name again here in the 3rd game. Really high on this freshman linebacker, as Lindenmeyer makes another catch. I think we had a defensive edge rusher trying to cover him there. Clark gets stopped by Hops and Hicks. 2 players able to come downhill, make that play. We're looking to try to keep them off the board, as they have now just short of the red zone. 3rd and 1. It'll be a handoff for Clark. Hurdles over one down defender. And goes down to bring up 4th and 1. They're not coming out in the goal line formation. It's Maiden. He drops back. It's 4th down. This one is a catch, and it is going nowhere. Incorrect. That is a freshman safety coming up and making this play. A lot of freshmen are going to get some play time, as the main factor of me trying to swap out players to make sure that some people don't get tired, don't get hurt, and kind of just running and saying, okay, who's the next person up at that position? And it just so happens to be a freshman that comes up. Sending a man in motion, now getting it out to Milliner. He's got a blocker, plenty of space. Jukes out a couple defenders. Needed one more block and he would have been gone. He'll get stopped at the 30-yard line. Now we are in scoring position. Short left side, not able to make a completion there. 2nd and 10 coming up as we are now into the second quarter. Ryder will drop back, looking for a shot to the end zone. He'll find Milner. He wins the one-on-one deep ball. Had a step on his defender and everything. A nice little pitch and catch. So we go up 7-3 as the second quarter is really just now getting underway. Maiden will be sacked. It's a fumble. We're not able to recover it. But forcing the fumble, dropping them all the way back to the 16. And there's also a holding penalty on the offense. We're going to decline that. And now, Duke Clark. A little bit more. It'll be 3rd and 21. From the 5. They're going to elect to pass it. And Maiden's taking a shot. And nearly caught. That is something I believe really does need to be fixed with having a defender that's in the area, just doesn't play the ball. The receiver catches that, he could have been gone, and we would have been looking like Boo Boo the Fool. Now a draw play. Solomon Beebe right up the middle. But quite a hard hit there is going to affect that wear and tear on his body soon. Now Ingram takes a carry, not able to get to the outside. He'll be stopped. 3rd and 1 upcoming, and Ingram trying to just push the pile. Not able to get it. 4th and 1, handoff to Ingram. He's playing it patiently, stiff arms a defender, and gets the first down, keeping the drive alive. A little aggressive there, and Milner gets absolutely leveled. But not hold onto that football. And tried a sweep play to the tight end, Gabriel Klein, which goes nowhere. Tried to get it back to Klein again. That also does nothing for us. We'll add a field goal, extending our lead to 7 now. So it's still a one-score game. Memphis still has all the time in the world to make something happen. And that's going to be a sack. Jack Nash. That's who it was. I had to make sure I get the name right. Took a second. He is the freshman safety that made that play on 4th down earlier in the game, and now he has a sack. So for the past couple of weeks now, we've had the freshman linebacker Lester Hobbs making plays, and now we have Shaq Nash starting to make a couple of plays. Outside, Lindenmeyer stiff arms one defender, and they're going to end up on a 4th down and having to punt this one away. Solomon Beebe goes nowhere. Very lucky to be credited with 2 yards on that play. This one's incomplete to Iverson Hooks out of the slot. We try to get it back to Hooks, and he gets us to 4th and inches. We will go for it once again. Another handoff to Ingram on another 4th down. Another first down result on that play. Now Ryder hit as he throws. Tried to go outside to Hooks. Not able to get that ball out like that. Now Ryder hit as he throws again, bringing up 3rd and 10. They send pressure, and he's hit as he throws for a 3rd time. And now the kick is blocked. Nothing goes right in this sequence for us. Why are you celebrating? 4 straight plays of nothing that doesn't yield any points and gave them the ball back. Now they're cleanly across midfield into our territory at the 40. The play action for Maiden. He goes short to Lindenmeyer, getting it to the 32-yard line. He has 53 yards on 5 catches. The most productive receiving threat that Memphis has right now. And this one nearly picked off. That's Lamar Fournette. Another play for him. Now, Clark, right up the middle, hits a spin. He's crossed the 50-yard mark on just 9 carries. Another handoff for him. Right up the middle again. Nobody there. Gotta figure out a way to stop the run game there. Another handoff. No, it's a read option for Maiden. He jukes out a defender and goes right into the end zone there. Memphis will tie this game at 10-all. Special teams is what really got them that play there. Now going for a tunnel screen to Caleb Brown, and then Tucker from Memphis will be shaken up. On 2nd and 7, there'll be a draw play to Solomon BB, taking us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2, can we get anything else on the board as we find Caleb Brown, and he will fight his way out of bounds to stop the clock. And we have plenty of time, so it's not like we truly needed it, as Ingram follows the blocking. Gains 9 on that play. 2nd and 1, taking another shot for Milner, and just out of reach. He had his defenders beat there. Now Ingram will just get us the first down. Clock will tick down nearly inside of a minute there. Hooks goes backwards on the toss play. Excuse me, on the touch pass play. Now BB trying to make something happen, spins out a defender, gets the first down, and will be tackled out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Now 1st and 10, 45 seconds left. Ryder be sacked forward across the line of scrimmage. Hand up to BB, trying to follow the blockers, not able to get anything here. A timeout with 17 seconds left. 3rd and 5. Going short out to BB, he has blockers, and he is pushed out of bounds the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, hand off to BB right up the middle, will yield us another touchdown. We're going to go up 17-10 as we head into half. We've already scored 1 point that we scored last year, and we're already on pace to score what they scored on us last year. It's just too bad that we could not keep them off the board in the process. Milner, 4 targets, 2 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown. Mainly been those deep shots that we've been trying with him. Showed he could win once, and we're trying to see if we can win again. Now Ingram goes absolutely nowhere. 2nd and 12. Nearly picked off as we were going on a corner route for Hooks. Now wide open is Hooks. On the slant, jukes out one defender. He's not able to get back up to speed, and he'll be tackled down at the 41-yard line. Just a couple minutes into the second half, finding his man Milner. James Ingram's going to go down, favoring that left leg. Solomon BB on the run play only gains 1. It will be a foot contusion. He could come back into this game. And as we go on the screenplay here, getting outside, we will not get a first down. It will be 3rd and inches. Handoff up the middle. Another first down on the play. Play action to Collins, going outside and just missing everybody entirely. Now 2nd and 10, a handoff to Collins gets us 2 yards to bring up 3rd and 7. Now Ryder in touch, triple coverage. You must really trust Corey Milner. If he would have made that catch, we would have been talking about catch of the year, but I just don't know why Ryder would throw that pass. You got to have ultimate trust in your receiver to be doing stuff like that. Now 1st and 10. Clark going outside. There will be a flag on the play. So resulted in a no gain play. Will actually lose 10. So 1st and 20 because of the holding penalty. Maiden to run, thinking about it, steps outside the pocket to the left, and he will be tackled and pushed back. They're not going to give him all that forward progress. It'll only be a gain of 2. Now Maiden thinking about it. No, he's going to throw this one right side. He has 2 receivers in the area, gaining 4 more yards. So 3rd and 14. Maiden thinking about it, sitting there, no pressure. He's going to run for it. He'll slide down to bring up 4th and 10. They would punt us the ball, but we would go 3 and out, giving it right back. Lindenmeyer gets another first down, as the tight end has been the main problem for us throughout majority of this game. It's been a little bit of Hawkins in the first quarter, but the tight end, as well as the running back Clark, have been the main contributors to what is causing our defense to give up the yards that they've been giving up. Speaking of Hawkins, there he is. He gets his first catch of the second half. I haven't really called his name since the first quarter. They're going to get the ball to him again. Maybe I got to stop saying his name. He's like Joe Hendry. If you say his name, he'll appear. Now Clark bounces off one tackler, loses a yard, bringing up 3rd and 1. They're going to QB sneak it for the first down again. I might have to use a different adaptive AI or just kind of randomize it before every game. As Clark attempted to hurdle, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to randomize it for every game and see what happened, or try and see what would make sense for what team. Probably ask ChatGPT to help me with this because I am sick and tired of seeing QB sneaks. That's the NFL stuff. I don't want to see a tush push in college. 4th and 4 coming up. Aiden. Again, he's thinking about it. He's gonna scramble for it and gets tackled forward by Washington there. 1st and 10 as we are coming to the end of the 3rd. Maiden. He's scrambling outside. He breaks off one tackle. He's gonna fumble the football. And Lester Hops, the freshman linebacker, picks it up. He's making every look. He didn't make the fumble. But he does pick it up. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the 4th quarter here we were already gonna jump into the 4th quarter, but we're jumping towards the end as it's been put back and forth and back and forth throughout the 4th quarter. Neither team able to do anything, us just trying to hold on to our lead. We have 3.5 minutes to try and make something happen as Maiden looking, can't find his man. 2nd and 17. Doesn't help that the flag took them back 10 yards, but here's a 12-yard run. Bring up 3rd and 5. They're going to send their man in motion. He's wide open. They'll just check it down. That's what they're going to do. They're going to check it down. And Clark? No, not able to get the first down. 4th and 1. He will elect to pass, and he will be sacked. That's Brandon Franklin able to get through on the blitz. Now, just inside a 2-minute warning, we're trying to get rid of this clock, and we're going to lose all kinds of yardage. We're going to have to punt this one away. We would end up taking the penalty. Probably not the smartest thing, but running the clock down all the way, maybe it pans out for us. But getting them the ball back at the 38 on 1st and 10. Maiden will be hit. He's able to get that ball out. But no sack for us. 2nd and 10. Goes outside Hawkins. Able to gain 4 yards here. Now 3rd and 6. Maiden gonna find his man. I think that's Xavier Johnson. Just kind of open there, able to make that play. They clocked it, so it'll be a 2nd and 10. That's another pass, another catch for Hawkins. He's really turning it up here. They clock it once again. 30 seconds left. He's gonna get sacked. That's Lester Hops on the blitz. 3rd and 17. Will they clock it? No, they're gonna actually just try to pass straight out of it. 20 seconds left. And Maiden, he's breaking out of 1 sack. We almost had him there. He's gonna throw this one away. This is going to be 4th and 17, potentially for the ball game if they can't get this here. He's taking a shot for the end zone, and it's caught, but... excuse me? Okay, that's a touchdown by C.J. Smith. We're going to have to look at this. But there's no way. He comes down, and his foot just... No foot on the ground, nothing, and then out of bounds. They call this a touchdown. All right, so they're going to go for the onside, and luckily enough, Solomon BB would recover it. So what could have been a disaster towards the end, we're luckily able to avoid, and we will walk away with the bronze ribs on this day. So we've beaten both rivals this season in Troy and Memphis. Start our season off 3-0, as next week we'll be heading on the road for the Raging Cajuns. I said I would explain this, so if you've been paying attention, and yes, it has been a minute since I've uploaded, got some different players, We have some players that have also returned. Some of the players that are on a team or were on a team through the off season, the numbers have changed. Some players I couldn't get back, some players I had to just roll with and see what happens. Long story short, messed up. I did not save and double check that my recordings were going to be safe and not corrupt themselves, fragment themselves. Had to go back, redo the off season, get as close as I could. I had to do it several times. Eventually I settled on this one. What we have, and this is what I guess I'm going with. So Ryder Burton is the QB of the future, and I'm gonna keep going as if nothing happened and try to get right back into it. So I'll see you guys next one as we take on the Louisiana Raging Cajuns.